question. Thank you. How y'all doing? Hey, what's your name?
My name is Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
And what, so for all y'all,
Could you get a little closer to the mic?
Hey.
Better. Okay.
what were all y'all's real world inspirations for y'all's characters? And that y'all are awesome, outlaws for life. I personally, a small family, sorry. My family were related to a notorious outlaw from back in the day, Jesse James.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
Heard of him.
You might have. but like what it did, just both games, they mean a lot to me. That simple terms, I live it up, being an outlaw, but you're still good in the end.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. I like that.
The question was there a real life inspiration for our characters? Just so everyone can hear.
Go ahead.
No. So when I originally joined the game, like Charles, especially just with his identity and like everything he is and his story, it was really important to me that historically I tried to be as accurate as possible. So I did a ton of research. I researched a bunch of different dialects based off of where Charles's tribes would have come from, and also, and I like sent this laundry list of stuff to Rod, and like, is he religious? Did he go to one of these like reform schools that they were having at the time, right? Like because like all of that would change who Charles was. And Rod wrote back a response that was like, just keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, you're not gonna give me nothing. He's like, no. And I was like, okay. So yeah. So unfortunately.
So one of the things made it difficult to really we didn't know as much information as maybe a lot of people thought that we did. We were given the script just in little sections at a time. Of course, we could ask whatever questions we wanted, and if there was an answer that would help us understand what was going on, then they would tell us. But it was hard to, have, not only were we given little sections, but they weren't in order. So we didn't know where things were going, and it was, I think it was more, at least the way I feel, is that we would try things, and if we were told it was right, we trusted that it was right.
Personally, I thought Dutch's character was inspired by Butch Cassidy, but that's just
There's some biographical elements. I mean, when I booked Dutch, the marching orders were pretty clear. He'd gone insane. He was very well read. He used to run a gang, and that was pretty much what I had to go on. But the other thing I had to go on was I did a short film on a micro budget, like $5,000 in about 2005, called Black Eyed Sue. I think it's on Vimeo. You can find it if you're crafty. And there's a character in that. It was a 5-day shoot. First 3 days, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. On the fourth day, I landed on this sort of break in his voice and these hard R's, these really R coloring all throughout, and a drawl kind of a sound. And when I went in, there he is, right? And when I went in to audition for Untitled Cowboy Video Game Project, I just did the voice I had developed for that character, who was a moron, and I just got rid of the moron. And so Dutch is pretty much Osborne Crawl smart. That's cool.
Alex.
I mean, I watched a lot of Westerns, but I grew up training horses and always kind of garden and kind of a tomboy, and if you know me, you shouldn't fight with me. But it really is Westerns and just being in that world. But as Rob was saying, we didn't have the full picture of any of the characters or the story. So it was kind of on the day, just being as present as possible and kind of coming up with a Western accent. Because, when I auditioned, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, what kind of Southern? And they just kind of looked at me, Southern. No, but it's different, like Georgia or Texas, or what do you guys need? Southern. Got it.
I'm gonna say though, like one of the earlier questions was what makes a Rockstar game so iconic. And I think part of it, I know the first day I was on set, I was like, oh, this is no joke. Like, these actors are taking huge swings. And I think one of the things that was really amazing about this project was, like, you would see that what was written on the page is not what happened in that volume. Because, like, people were making choices and bringing stuff that had nothing to do with what was written. And you would watch the writing on future stuff transform to take in what was being contributed. And I think that collaborative process is a huge part of what makes the game so iconic. And so I think a huge credit to all of my peers for bringing a game every day.
Thanks for your question. So guys, just want to give you a quick heads up. We're at about the 8-minute mark, so we're going to try to get through as many of you guys as possible. So just make sure you guys have your questions at the ready. All right. What's your name?
My name's Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Let me just start off by saying it was such an honor finally being able to kill my hair. I have two questions. My first one's
Can we limit it to one?
Gotcha.
Thank you.
My one and only question is, did they ever find Gavin?
Gavin is here somewhere. I met him today.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Also, if any of you guys still have ties with Rockstar, please tell them to hurry up on GTA 6.
It'll come when it's ready, I'm sure.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Josh.
Hey, Josh.
I just want to ask a single question. When all four of y'all were in American Venom, what were your guys' thoughts on like what was happening and whenever she got stabbed and he got shot? Like, what was everyone's like reaction to it?
Please don't let me die. I like this game too much. I like these characters too much.
Yeah, I think there's so, even then we knew how cool these two characters were. I thought, all right, they got a little beat up, but they're not gonna, they're gonna make it because we need to see more of them. And I hope that somehow that will happen. I think we all hope that will happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was intense by design, but I think, yeah, we all knew they're gonna make it. They're gonna be all right.
All right, well, thank you, my dear boy. I shall carry on.
I feel like Steven's here.
What's going on, sir?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I would like to ask all four of you, how did it feel whenever hours of performance and voice capture was removed from the game?
Removed from the game?
Didn't make it to the 100.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the actor's life. You know, we're, in a sense, what we do on the day is provide lumber. And that lumber is, you know, there's going to be parts of it that are used, parts of it that are featured, parts of it that are support. But you get in business of just being a tree. And you let other people cut you down and put you into places. It's beyond your control. What you can control is this connection. What you can control is your preparation. But the outcome, actors that are too concerned about outcome, they have bigger problems than what gets cut.
Got a little bit more out of that question. Thank you so much for coming.
Also, I think there's something really nice that there's just like, they're kind of secrets, you know, like there's stuff that only we will ever know about in that game, and I treasure those moments for sure.
Sweet.
I like that a lot.
Hey, what's your name?
Hello. I have a question for all of you. What was y'all's least favorite thing about the game?
Crouch pose.
Carrying around a burnt uncle around half that volume. Uncle did not understand that this is acting and that he could carry some of the weight. And we had to like do this thing, like, you know, because like you're playing as John at that point, so like Charles is gonna go where John goes, so like we had to track how I would carry Uncle anywhere, in any direction.
I mean, he was method acting.
That dude is heavy! A big on my butt.
my goodness. I could name a list of things, I'm sure, but any of them I'd be happy to do in a second again. I know that we all feel that way. That does remind me though, if you ever see, and I don't know how much of the game that you played, but when, I guess it's Charles and Uncle and John build they finally get everything done. They're celebrating, running around, dancing, being crazy, and John has Charles on his back, giving him a piggyback ride, then John falls down. That's because I actually fell down. I was actually on his back. We bit it real hard. It was awesome. Oh, yeah, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was laughing so hard, and I was like, man, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I fell all the way down.
Thank you for your question. Alright, so unfortunately, this is probably going to be our last question, but everybody stay in the line. If you guys didn't get your question asked, we're going to have you guys be front and center for the stage selfie at the end. Sound good? Alright, yes sir, you're going to be our last question.
It was in the upper water. He gets kidnapped by the Skinner brothers. I remember whenever John has to pick him up and give him the
So what was that last part?
What is your favorite lines in the game?
Favorite lines in the game?
Goodness, Ben, you've got so many. Wow. What if you just went into one of his mom?
Here's a story I'll tell. So they kept giving lines of mine from the first game to Arthur and other people to say in the second game. It started pissing me off. So there was a scene that was written after I killed Bronte, where he goes, "What part of your philosophy covers feeding a man to a goddamn alligator, Dutch?"
That was really good.
I am available for work. And the script was, it's not nice, and I know it, but it was us or him. And I had to double check that I wasn't being like Baron Munchausen and inventing this. I still have the pages. That's what was written. It's not nice, and I know it, but it was us or him. And on the day, because I remember his line from the first game, I said, it's us or him. And the way I see it, it might as well be him. And that's me putting my stamp on his line to make up for all these mofos getting my lines. That's my. I have never told that story before.
Ben was like,
I swear, we learn something new every time I'm here. Thank you guys for all the questions, because I love learning more.
So before we part ways, and like I said, guys, everybody in the line, stay here, because we're going to have you guys be front and center for the stage selfie. I want to talk just a little bit about projects you guys have either coming up or have worked on outside of Red Dead. Benjamin, you have a movie coming out.
I have a movie that opened yesterday called Ice Cream Man. If you are a fan of horror, this film is for you. If you are not a fan of horror,
Dutch.
I would not recommend it. But I am really proud of it. I'm really proud of the work I got to do in it, and I'm mostly proud of this ensemble I got to work alongside. These magnificent young actors from Canada. And the Ice Cream Man is played by a guy named Ari Millen, and his work in it is spectacular. So if you are so inclined and you would like to help out an independent feature film, go this weekend, please, to see Ice Cream Man.
hell yeah.
And then coming down the pike, there's, it's not yet announced exactly, but it's coming soon, but I'll be recurring in an unannounced role in Terminal List. Season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool, dude.
Is that something that, am I a bad person? A short that you're in?
Oh, goodness, yeah, that's true. That's not no, it just got announced